Hello guys and welcome back to another video as I give you my England review. And firstly I'd have to say that I'm glad Pickford isn't in the England squad because he doesn't deserve it. The performances he produces, he shouldn't be anywhere near that England squad. He's like England's David De Gea but worse. And I do think it's disgraceful that Trent's not in the squad. Sure, his form hasn't been great, but he's arguably one of the best English right back that Liverpool and England have got. And obviously, I think Patrick Bamford should be in that squad because he's been excellent for Leeds in the Premier League this season. He should be in there. And Harry Maguire, I think he's lucky to be in there after that incident in Greece. He shouldn't be anywhere near there. Luke Shaw, I think, deserved to be in the England squad because he, for me, has been excellent for Man United. He's got fitter, he's got better attacking and defensively. And Mason Mount, you have to have him in that team. He is excellent for Chelsea in England. You can't fault his work ethic. He's just great. And Grealish, my God, you have to have him in the England squad. And purely because his creativity is all there. And you have to have Rashford. I mean, what he's done for his country is tremendous and excellent. What he's done for these children during this pandemic. Because if he didn't start his campaigning for free school meals, I mean, I don't think them children would be fed, would they really? And then obviously you got Jadon Sancho. I mean, he's okay, but I don't think he's the greatest player. But then you got Mason Greenwood, who I think should be in there, and Saka should be in there. Harry Kane, I think, is a bit overrated in my opinion. And, I think that number one keeper for England should be either Dean Henderson or Nick Pope. But obviously, we've got to end this run where we haven't won the World Cup or Euros. We have to end it at some point. Because it's going on to be a drought where we can't win anything like the World Cup or the Euros. Because our team's just not good enough. And all the other teams end up thrashing us and beating us because we don't do it well enough. Because, I mean, Watkins, I want to congratulate you. You deserve to be in that squad. And so does Patrick Bamford. And I also want to congratulate the West Brom keeper, Johnston. And John Stones has to be in the England squad because he's been brilliant, if I'm honest. And Southgate, I think you make some wrong decisions in making the team sometimes. And I think that Jordan Henderson is a great captain, but he's not a great midfielder. If I'm honest, I just don't think he is the greatest. But leadership wise, he is amazing. And Harry Kane, in my opinion, he is okay, but Calvert-Lewin, I'd start him ahead of him because Harry Kane, in my opinion, is a bit greedy and don't pass it. And obviously you got Raheem Sterling. He's been okay this season, but I think he can do a lot more better for England and everywhere else because He's still young, but he can do better. But then you got Jude Bellingham. He's a very young lad and has a lot of potential to be a world-class player one day. And, you know, I just hope that England have some success this Euros, because the World Cup that we did okay, but we should have beat Croatia, because they didn't deserve to win, to get to the final. But it is what it is. But like, England just can't seem to get past this this drought where they can't win a World Cup and they can't win Euros. It's just get frustrating for the England fans, because we've got good players, don't get me wrong, but all these foreign countries have some great players. I mean, if we had some good players like the foreign countries have, we'd literally win the World Cup hands down, but we don't, because our players don't put enough in. And the other thing is, Southgate keeps playing Pickford and then he doesn't do very well. Because Pickford, you put him in goal, England concede straight away. Then you got Maguire. By the way, he's not a good defender, and he certainly shouldn't be captain for England. But I don't like it how Southgate used 5-2-3 formation. I'd sooner go for 4-4-3, because it's more of an attacking sense, and it's just got to be bringing players that are doing well in the Premier League that can play for England, and it just has to. You have to get players in. But Lingard, I still, despite him playing well for West Ham, I still won't put him in there, because you can put him back in the England squad and he can struggle again. Because I think it's too soon for him to go back to England. But that it's up to Southgate if he does that, but he might live to regret that. But then you got the keeper situation. Do you start Henderson or Pope? For me, I'd start Henderson, because I think he's a great keeper and he should be number one for England, him or Pope. But then you got right back situation, and Wan-Bissaka should definitely be in there, and Trent's not in there. Southgate's saying he don't believe he's done well enough throughout the seasons. Then what have you been watching, Southgate? For the last 5 years, Trent has been amazing. I mean, I don't know what you've been watching. He's been amazing. And then you got, I'm trying to think who else isn't in there. Bamford, he should be in there. He so should be in there. And Harry Kane, you shouldn't be in there, because you haven't been performing consistently. And you don't perform consistently for England, because yes, you're a striker, Harry Kane, but you don't always pass it. You go, oh, Raheem, I want you to cross it into me. But what about setting up your England teammates sometimes, rather than hogging the ball? But then if you put Harry Maguire as captain for England, what's he going to do? You don't tell the players what they need to do. He's not a good captain or a good leader. And I just think that Southgate should be considering the English players that play in the Premier League and how they perform. And if they perform well, they should go in the England team. And the players that aren't performing well, I think, should be out the England team. And I also think Phil Foden should be in that team as well, because he's been absolutely brilliant for Man City, and he'd be a great addition for England. And just think they should consider it and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and if you got any more video suggestions, put it in the comments.